As it turned out, the Camping and Caravan Club were happy to supply me with their power and water, so long as I gave them something in return. So... Hi, I'm Jeremy Clarkson, and as I've always said, you can't beat a caravan holiday. A site like this offers Camping and Caravan Club members access to the great outdoors for as little as £41 a year. I think it's brightening up. And it's a great place to enjoy some al fresco dining or maybe a bit of sport with people from all walks of life. So come on, beat those Brexit blues and take your holiday this year in a good old British field. You won't regret it. Cheers. Caravans. Get out of the way! Pull over once in a while, once every 300 miles. Pull over! Please get out of the way! Please stay at a hotel next time! Caravan. And all we must do now is await the arrival of my less successful colleagues.
No, listen, if you ignore the fire and the fact that we didn't get where we wanted to go, it was incredibly noisy, and the fact that all the passengers have run away.
Apart from that, it was a resounding success.
Yeah, I think we can only judge it to be a success. It worked as a train. We came up with something new and unique and brilliant.
Well, I think as a concept,
hello. Hello,
quite nice.
Man.
But the fact is...
What? This is brilliant.
Why did they need such long hoses in fire engines?
Well, in case the fire's a long way away. Right. Oh, this is... We could always tell him that the roof seal was leaking.
Yes. Yes. If you've just joined us, it's a difficult story to unpack.
Right now, he's probably on 3 down. You know when they used to shout scramble in the war?
Yes.
No.
Oh, can you imagine if he was a hurricane pilot?
No.
I reckon you're about there, Hammond. We assumed James wouldn't discover our mischief until he drove off. However, we didn't have to wait that long.
No. He's going to be cross. Jesus.
The roof light was open on your caravan.
Yeah.
You're so funny.
Now, I'd like to take a minute to talk to you about a disease that was brought to Britain by some gypsies in the 13th century. Today, in this country alone, there are estimated to be 500,000 sufferers. It's called owning a caravan. Makes you completely mad. I mean, these people live in houses with a wide variety of rooms to suit their every need. They have heating, they have plumbing, but every year they leave all these creature comforts behind and spend a week in a field, defecating in a bucket. Now, I'm not being stupid here, OK? I know you can have fun with a caravan. Look. The thing is that caravanners wouldn't be such a nuisance if they drove like this. But they don't, do they? It's hard to see what the problem is, really. I mean, I'm towing a caravan now, and the road's completely empty. I haven't seen another car for hours. That's because I'm suffering from owning a caravan. I haven't looked in my rear-view mirror for a year. Look at that queue! I'm just pottering along, looking for somewhere nice to park up for the night. See, that's the thing about having a caravan. You can stop in any beauty spot and ruin the view for everyone else. Of course, these days you don't have to defecate in a bucket. Today's caravan sites have modern washing facilities, so that's great. You can shower with a load of other men. Eventually, though, you have to get back on the road network to go home. And that's where I have a couple of tips. You will be holding up the other traffic, so why not put on a show to keep everyone amused? You could perhaps put a television in the back window. Better still, get your teenage daughter to do some work for a change. Look, he doesn't mind being held up now. He's happy!
I, meanwhile, had found a track where I could go even faster.
Yeah, that is very quick now. It's good. Looking good.
However,
oh, look at this. The sheer torque of the 2.2-litre turbo diesel engine has ripped the front from the Hurricane.
and I couldn't back off because suddenly James was right behind me.
Coming up on me. He's gaining.
And then...
Oh dear, oh dear.
Oh
no. No, this is disastrous. I'm actually driving through Jeremy's caravan.
James, are things as bad back there as I suspect they are?
Well, let me put it this way. I've run over your left-hand wall. Oh, and your portable lavatory.
Then...
Time now for the Missing Words round, which this week features as its guest publication Caravan Times. The editor has some interesting views which he can see but you can't as you're stuck behind him. And we start with Richard Hammond's what was his most successful ever?
Is it Attempt to be Born?
Did he drive a caravan? Caravan drive?
It's caravanning holiday to Cornwall.
Oh.
Richard Hammond likes camping so much he's now bought a Volkswagen camper van and told Caravan Times, I shall spend the entire summer in it. That's only because he couldn't reach the door handle to get out. Next.
We've been having a bit of a go at caravans lately, you especially, saying they don't stop and let people pass, they go too slowly. We've had a response from a viewer. Here it is.
Up yours, Jeremy Clarkson in Top Gear, a caravanner.
Yeah, well, you see a I've just had a thought. I hope we remember to turn the gas off. Suppose you could use it to tow a caravan, but what if the caravan were to be upside down? Well, let's find out. 50 miles an hour. OK, let's stick it into a bend. See what the handling's like with a bit of caravan on the back. It's swinging round a bit. Ooh, we got a bit of a tank slapper coming here. Why people don't caravan like this normally, I have no idea, because it gives other road users so much more to look at and enjoy. Oh, it might shake your wardrobe up a bit, I admit, but... Right. I'll go for a speed run. Caravanners, take note. This is the new low-rider caravan.
Yes!
At first, it looked as though David had felled Goliath.
Still got one wall left. Hang on, it's not over yet.
It's still conking. Modern-day railway carriage costs in excess of £1 million. Ours didn't cost anything like that much.
Now, we have made some mechanical modifications. We've stripped out the central wheels and added one in each corner for extra stability. And we've introduced a class system.
Absolutely. Now, I have taken the Pageant CD Champagne model, no less, and used it to create first class.
Inside, it was beautifully appointed, creating an atmosphere that I hoped would resurrect the golden age of train travel for the discerning first-class passenger. Hammond, meanwhile, had been responsible for the buffet car and second class.
Just look at this. Inside. Smart, clean, functional. Everything the modern rail traveller wants and demands.
And at the back, there was Jeremy's creation.
This is the economy section. What I've done is I've fitted benches and on the floor, straw, to absorb the diseases and the blood, should there be a riot. And then for an authentic working class feel, at the back, I've fitted an outside carsy.
Why have you called it Scum Class?
Good name.
It's a bit blunt.
Honestly, think about it. This way, it's an incentive. You're not going to walk into the ticket office and go, hello, can I have 3 Scum Class tickets? You're going to say, oh, I'll spend a little bit more so I don't have to say that.
Our final car is Hammond's Volvo. He's 15 points behind and needs either an inner or a bully to win. But the real prize would be the Caravan.
It's quite a happy coming together of Volvo
It's
and
kind of
Caravan,
apt,
but
isn't
not
it?
in the way that we would expect. You can have that.
Oh, yes. That was a good feeling. Volvo kills Caravan. 50 points. Final scores 30-65. But we are all winners because the Caravan bought it. Oh, no.
Then Hammond made an error.
I'm on the programme stuff. Oh, this is possibly...
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, Hammond. We have overtaken you. You are out.
I think I've lost the wheel now. A lot of sparks. It's barely controllable, if I'm honest. Oh, no, I can see the problem here.
Meanwhile, my race was going well. Yes, I've just done James Mays. Somehow I ended up on the infield.
That was a catastrophic mistake!
But sadly, I overcooked it, trying to take leisure steak.
Oh! Lost my brakes completely.
Then it was a clear run to the jump of death. Here she goes. Will she clear the caravan? No. Never mind. Maybe James will clear... No.
Yeah, well done.
The Mistral GT. What do you have to do to kill one? Ah. Right. Be a bit undignified, but here we go. Lordy Lord, I'm too old for this. I honestly can't believe this. The steering's fine, the gearbox is fine, the low-range box is fine, the brakes are fine. Even the speedo's telling me we're doing 30. Getting in touch. We had a number of people after last week's show got in touch to complain.
They did.
We had, well, I said something about a Muslim, OK? 2 complaints. Remember Jesus came last week? I talked to him. 3 complaints. We were slightly rude about caravans.
Yeah, we sort of set one on fire a bit.
150 complaints.
Seriously.
150, and lots of people are now demanding an apology.
They are. So, we really are sorry, and we promise that we will, all three of us, never ever go caravanning again.
No. I'm sorry we didn't burn more caravans.
You're right, so am I. Yeah, that's true.
He needs a long run-up.
Well, if you look where the pole is, he failed. But to make sure he failed, let's see it again from several angles. Yep. Fifth gear is still better than us.
Oh, God. Richard?
What?
Richard, have you got a fire extinguisher?
No, why?
How do you put a pan fire out?
Tea towel in water.
Richard! Oh, it's ready water!
No, I used all of my hair.
Guys, it is no longer a pan fire, it's a van fire.
It is as well.
You are joking.
How in the name of...
God in heaven, man.
Put it out! Where's the oven? Use the oven glove.
The cushion's on fire now. I've made it worse.
Look, careful,
Let's get stuff out. Get everything out.
What's in here?
I've got to move the car.
It's okay, I've got his dressing gown.
What am I going to rescue? What am I going to rescue?
Richard, don't go back in there, the gas! I don't know how that happened.
There is a compound there where you take your dog for a crap.
Is that a dog lavatory?
Yes. My porch overlooks it. Can I tell you what a member of our crew, who I won't name because it'd be embarrassing, but
What does it begin with?
It was Ellis the photographer it
Yeah.
begins with,
Mhm.
said to me, is when people come around these places, what you do is, it's not the camera, you put the word anal in front of all of the name of the caravans. So you've got anal wanderer, anal gearbox, anal design, anal open range, anal cougar.
Anal sprinter.
That's what you do.
Keeps his nerve, straightens things out, and he keeps his foot buried to the floor. He hits 125.2 miles per hour. That looks great for a new record. Just 5 miles per hour more. There's plenty of runway left. But then, oil and smoke everywhere. This doesn't look good. Well, I'm not an automotive engineer, but I'd say it was mullered.
I think the piston's gone, but whether it's run low on fuel or something and got hot, I'm not sure.
So we can't have another go then?
Not with this car, no.
Well, there you go. BBC Top Gear, the world's most anti-caravan organisation, defeated by a 20-year-old Abbey GT 214. It's pathetic. Here I am in the enemy's lair, and let me make one thing absolutely clear. We have nothing against the caravaner per se. If you want to cook a delicious fish finger sandwich here, or wash up there, or get the Scrabble out of here, or dry up here, or relax here, or do something with the person from the adjacent caravan over there, that's absolutely fine by us. All we normal people object to is being held up whilst you drive around at 15 miles an hour, moving your mobile house from one location to the next. That's all.
Action, Jeremy. Whoa! What the hell? Hammond! It was supposed to be a gas bottle. What the hell? You blew the wrong caravan up.
You hit the wrong one.
I didn't hit the wrong one. That was the one we were supposed to.
Well, you should have labelled it.
Have you any idea? The angry man is going to see this. He's going to see that. And then he's going to see his £50,000 Jaguar XFR.
Oh, my Lord. That wasn't supposed to happen.
No, because he said light bodywork damage.
You ripped its arse off.
Because...
Let me tell you a bit about the Caravan airship. It's 125 feet long, 110,000 cubic feet of hot air holding it up. And it's a very, very ingenious solution because all the Caravan attachments are still here. Instruments flip up out of the table. The gas burners go where the cooker would be and can be used for cooking. The beds fit where I'm sitting here. It is still a Caravan. It's just a flying Caravan. You float in the infinite blue. It's superb.
Meanwhile, on the ground, this was turning into the best drive to a caravan site ever.
According to Top Gear research, 37% of caravanners enjoy wife swapping. Well, think what's going to happen when the keys to this baby come out of the pot. Oh, yeah. Now, as I was saying, because this is a tribute to their looniest test driver, Lambo have ditched the usual four-wheel drive for a Gallardo and gone back to the old hairy-chested rear-wheel drive. That makes it 120 kilograms lighter. Ordinary steel brakes instead of carbon ceramic fancy ones. It's Lamborghini's punk album.
Hammond, it's Meg.
Oh, hello. You're alive!
How are you?
I'm very well. How's it going?
Pretty good. Slight issue on the horizon, though.
What?
It's not the fastest aircraft in the world.
How not quick is it?
Well, top speed's about 17.
70 miles an hour is not bad. In a straight line.
No, mate. No. 70 miles an hour.
Oh, God.
But look, I think Dorset might be a bit fast, so I've got a new address for you. You ready?
What, another address?
Dale Acres Caravan Club site. That's in Kent.
Kent? Probably not my first choice of caravanning destination.
I know, but it's not miles from here, mate. I'll buy you an ice cream.
I'll see you there. Right. Campsite number 2. Here we come.
It's now time for a spot of airborne loads. This is unquestionably the most powerful cooker ever fitted to a two-bird Caravan. Very well cooked on one side.
Looking good there, looking good. Coming up to Chicago. It's wobbly! He's very wobbly there!
Oh, look at that, he's completely sideways. He's gathered it up with an armful of oppo, which is what you should do if that happens.
That's a 5-wheel drift! Top speed of the Tiguan with the Caravan attached is just 70 miles an hour. Whoa!
Look at that.
This, I think, is an object lesson for caravanners. There's no need to dawdle. You really can get your foot down. The wheel!
No!
It's come off!
No, he's still going.
No, he is.
We should move back. He's coming in a shower of sparks towards the line.
And across the line.
2 minutes, 15.82.
So there we are. Next, it was the turn of the Mazda.
3, 2, 1.
Right, now we should bear in mind the Mazda has 10 more horsepowers than the Volkswagen. It has, I think, 30 or 40 more torques. In theory, then, it should be faster. However...
Smoke coming off the brakes.
Pouring off the brakes. Whoa! Having declared the Tiguan the victor by default, we took...
We've lined up our caravans in the accepted manner, allowing the regulation 12 inches of airspace in between each one. Here's our Volvo 240 Estate, the GL model. And he's off. Now, I should remind you, the national speed limit when you're towing a caravan is, of course, 50 miles an hour, and we will be sticking to that. We like a laugh as much as the next person, but that doesn't mean you have to be reckless. That is art. In fact, who wants to see it again? Yeah! Go on then.
Here we go for a landing you won't even notice. This is a lovely approach over the trees. Just a matter of arresting descent with little bursts of gas. What I'm actually doing here is helping to realise a dream that was held by many great men. People who envisaged the elegance and the majesty of lighter-than-air flight. Count Zeppelin, Neville Shute, Barnes Wallis, this is for them. There's a bit of drift, a bit of drifting. Oh God.
Topping Nora, this is difficult.
Gas, gas.
It's going down.
No! Keep it upright. I may be going sideways slightly.
Mayday!
No! Oh, bloody hell, stop! Stop! Stop!
About caravans. The good news is that they are to be restricted to the inside lane only of the M5 this summer. Well, that is good news. The bad news, I'm afraid, before you burst into spontaneous applause, the bad news is that the restriction is only for a very short stretch of the M5 on a hill outside Bristol, and it's only on Fridays from 4 till 8 and Saturdays from 8 till 2, and it's only in August.
Well, what's the benefit of that?
It turns out that the caravanners, there's an all-party caravan lobby at Westminster. Margaret Beckett is a member, and the chairman is someone called Eric Ilsley, who says he goes on holiday every year with his wife in a two-berth Mistral, Eldis Mistral it's called, and he says that people always blame caravans for causing queues.
Which they do.
I mean,
well, that's what they do.
They do, don't they? It's true. They do. It is a true fact. They do. He says lorries also cause queues. But the thing is that a lorry is delivering food and produce to the shops to make our lives better. How can your eldest Mistral make my life better?
It can't.
It's ridiculous.
Just a word of caution about caravans to motorcyclists. You'll be interested in this. On a sort of large capacity motorcycle, it's of course very easy to overtake a caravan. You just need a very small stretch of road. You spot it, you move out, you think, great, down 2 cogs, bang, pin it, you pass the Mistral in the twinkling of an eye. You knock it up a cog, you've got it pinned wide open, and you're going past the Rover 75. And it's then you remember that ruddy great sticky out mirror thing that they stick on the driver's door. And I did this the other day, and the first thing I knew about it was when I had this vision of myself coming towards me at a closing speed of 200 miles an hour. I said, hey, there's a bloke on a bike like mine. He's screaming. Yeah.
You know, the lovely thing is that the Caravan Club always says, doesn't it, that our members always pull over when they see a huge queue of traffic behind. Rubbish. Ever happened to you?
That is, they
Has
just
anyone
don't.
here ever had a caravan pull over and let you go by? No. Exactly. So if you are a caravaner and you do pull over to let normal motorists go by, write to us at I'm a Liar, BBC Top Gear, Wood Lane, London W12.